The following is an Investor Brand Network audio production via our audio press release solutions. As a multifaceted financial news and publishing company, Investor Brand Network utilizes its network of more than 5,000 distribution partners as well as other corporate communication tools to introduce public and private companies to a wide audience of investors, consumers, journalists, and the general public. Investor Brand Network's platform connects the investment community with companies that have great potential and a strong dedication to building shareholder value. The following audio press release may feature a client partner of Investor Brand Network. Investor Brand Network may have been compensated for the production of this audio production. Please be sure to read our entire disclaimer for full disclosure.
Network Newswire presents From a Single Coke Machine to Everywhere, the Explosion of the IoT. It's generally accepted that the phrase Internet of Things was coined in 1999 during a presentation for Procter & Gamble. Actually, the concept was already in use more than 15 years earlier when programmers at Carnegie Mellon University connected a Coke machine to the Internet so they could see if there were any cold Cokes available before walking to the machine to buy one. After 4 decades, the Internet of Things, or IoT, has become ubiquitous, making its way into essentially every facet of day-to-day life, and consumer demand for IoT products has become insatiable. That demand has proved a boon for innovative companies such as SPYR Incorporated, OTCQB ticker symbol SPYR, as well as famous FANG companies, Apple Incorporated, AAPL, Amazon.com Incorporated, AMZN, Google, GOOG, and Meta Platforms Incorporated, formerly known as Facebook, FB. Led by the emergence of new communication technologies, the IoT market is forecast to rise from $300 billion in 2021 to $650 billion in 2026. SPYR's Applied Magics is expanding footprint and brand recognition by offering products that work within the massive Apple ecosystem. Applied Magics is eyeing expansion into lucrative markets, including smart lighting and potential as a new mobile virtual network operator. The idea of things communicating is no longer new, but it has always been held back by limitations in communication technology, a factor that is getting a serious upgrade right now. To lend some color, consider 5G, the 5th generation of mobile networks, setting the new wireless standard with tremendous peak data speeds, ultra-low latency, increased reliability and availability, and massive network capacity, among other enhancements. It's widely accepted that 5G is a game-changer in the IoT space, with faster, more stable connectivity paving the way to the next wave of advancements in smart cities, smart homes, smart healthcare, smart factories, smart energy grids, autonomous vehicles, and more. The effect? An IoT market that is going to experience an explosion in applications on its way from a $300 billion market in 2021 to $650 billion in 2026. One day, believe it or not, today's tech will look as advanced as the telegraph did in 1830. All types of markets are going to benefit, with many smaller markets growing exponentially faster, such as a burgeoning eSIM market, surging 31.4% annually on its way to $5.7 billion by 2030. SPYR Incorporated, SPYR on OTCQB, is a technology company that through its wholly owned subsidiary, Applied Magics Incorporated, is capturing share in the booming IoT market. Applied Magics develops and resells in-demand products that are compatible with the Apple ecosystem, predominantly in the smart home and connected car markets. In an ever-digitized world, these markets are experiencing robust expansion and are forecast to reach $138.9 billion by 2026, markets, and $191.83 billion in 2028, Fortune Business Insights, respectively. With an initial focus on Apple products, Applied Magics has targeted what is arguably the world's most affluent and brand-loyal demographic of consumers in the world. User commitment to not stray from the ecosystem has been well earned by Apple with the reliability and interoperability of its products, which reduces churn and saves on user acquisition costs. Well-received products being offered today include Magix Drive, an adapter enabling wireless CarPlay, Magix Charge dual USB-C charger, OnVis C3 HomeKit Secure Video Camera, and OnVis C1 Security Alarm and Environment Sensor. Leveraging the Apple ecosystem. The strategy to focus exclusively on the Apple ecosystem is an incredibly savvy move by an upstart, even more so than it may seem at first blush. For starters, Apple has a spectacular user base of 600 million people worldwide and controls the lion's share, 56% in Q4 2021, of the total mobile phone market. When it's time to upgrade, these users aren't going anywhere, as evidenced by a stunning 90% selecting another iPhone. Second, it means that Applied Magics can conserve R&D expenses by focusing on a singular operating system, rather than building out compatibility for all the different type of products on the market today. Furthermore, Apple users on average have more disposable income and aren't afraid to spend those funds on technology. Research shows that Apple users typically spend twice as much each year on their tech products, $1,200 per year versus $600. When it comes to smart home products, Apple is the preferred brand for millennials, a cohort that is willing to spend more than $3,000 on products that automate their homes. If a brand wants to keep up with trends, jumping on the Apple bandwagon is a smart way to go. Working their magics. As Applied Magics amps revenues and works on the latest iterations of its current products, the company is simultaneously exploring expansion into new verticals to tap emerging markets and add more revenue streams. First, Applied Magics is enticing more people to use its product and develop loyalty to the Magics brand. As example, late last month, the company launched a summer sale offering tech-enthusiastic customers a chance to try Applied Magics products for the first time, or stock up on products they don't have at a discounted price. Quote, Applied Magics really does work their magics with these deals, both clearing out inventory and making customers happy, end quote, said Tim Matula, CEO of SPYR Technologies in a statement. Increased sales equal non-dilutive capital for R&D and marketing. Upgrading and expanding is a page right out of Apple's playbook. SPYR and Applied Magics senior leadership is not shy about saying they are aggressively seeking acquisition targets. While sticking with the theme of smart technology, the company is actively investigating opportunities that will bring new intellectual property under its umbrella to expand the product portfolio, perhaps with artificial intelligence capacities, including complementary products and those in different verticals. Lighting up the future. Quote, in the tech business, it is always important to stay at the forefront of the industry, and preferably several steps ahead. This is what Harry, Applied Magics CEO Dr. Harold Zink, and Applied Magics are doing, said Matula, adding that he is often fascinated by the tech Zink finds. The company is obviously careful, for competitive reasons, to not go into great detail about future products or possible acquisitions, but it does not object to dropping hints to provide insight as to management's objectives to build value. Specifically, Applied Magics is evaluating adding smart LED lighting products to its lineup of home products compatible with Apple's HomeKit. Zink is reportedly working through the decision-making process, including discussions with manufacturers on viability to add LED light bulbs and atmosphere-enhancing LED light strips that are complementary to the various HomeKit-compatible sensors it already offers. There are a myriad of potential applications, and Applied Magics appears to be angling to get into the smart lighting market projected to reach $27.7 billion by 2026 from $10.9 billion in 2021. Getting in the mobile operator game. New technologies such as eSIM, AI, machine learning, and edge computing are fueling growth in the mobile virtual network operator, or MVNO market, which is expected to reach $91.6 billion by 2026. MVNOs have exploded on the mobile phone scene in recent years, swiping market share from bigger peers by offering less expensive services to consumers. For major telcos, it's a trade-off where they collect revenue by allowing MVNOs access to their infrastructure. Applied Magics is crunching numbers with consideration to entering the MVNO market with special mobile phone plans exclusively for iPhone users. SPYR, who has team members with experience in the industry, is working alongside its subsidiary to perform due diligence into the opportunity and what customers want. In other words, management is analyzing the mobile phone service market to see if there is an opportunity to provide something specific to iPhone users that could potentially lure users to Magics as a network provider. That could be a company maker on its own.
This audio press release is an original broadcast provided by Investor Brand Network, a multifaceted financial news and publishing company that delivers a new generation of corporate communication solutions, including news aggregation and syndication, social communication, and brand awareness tools. Investor Brand Network may receive payments for the services and solutions provided to its client partners. You should assume that the owners, officers, and directors of Investor Brand Network or financial analysts mentioned in this audio production may hold a position in and may intend to trade the securities on their own accounts. This audio production is not an offer or recommendation to buy or sell any securities mentioned in this audio production. The information in this broadcast is presented solely for informative purposes and is not intended to be or should it be construed as investment advice. As in all investments, investment in the featured companies carries an investment risk. Listeners should review the companies thoroughly with a registered investment advisor or registered stockbroker. This audio production by Investor Brand Network is not purported to be a complete study of the featured company or other companies mentioned. Information used and statements of fact have been obtained from featured companies and other sources but not verified nor guaranteed by Investor Brand Network as to completeness or accuracy. Such information is subject to change without notice. Please see our full disclaimers and disclosures at investorbrandnetwork.com.